Hi, and welcome to MemberSplash. Today we're talking about the point of sale system that's an integrated part of your MemberSplash system if you were an Essentials or Premium customer. So let's get started. So the MemberSplash point of sale system is used by a lot of our clubs for their snack bar, for front desk if they're making transactions there. But what clubs tell us most often is that they often report very solid increases in club revenue and, of course, excellent profit margins associated with their snack bar sales. So they find it's very worthwhile. Allowing members further to run a tab using the bill to account feature makes it very easy for members who aren't carrying purses or wallets to make purchases. So you continue to allow people to make purchases at the club even when they're just running around in a wet swimsuit. Cashless transaction translates into more money in the club, and that's pretty obvious. Cash has a tendency not to stay put. Of course you can take cash, or you could take a check or whatever else, but if you're not accepting cash or it's limited in amount, you have a little less risk. There's a little less exposure. So bill to account allows you to have your members make purchases, and yet there not be cash floating around at the club. Certainly, they also tell us that they love how easy it is to set up the products, add them, categorize them, and the system is simple enough to operate that even a 14-year-old who's from the swim team can run the system. I think it's important to discuss point of sale, what it is and what it isn't, in part because there are a lot of different understandings of exactly what does point of sale really mean. So for MemberSplash, the point of sale system, first of all, as I mentioned, available only on the Essentials and Premium MemberSplash levels. It provides a very simple snack bar interface for selling a variety of products. It can be configured so you can allow cash, check, bill to account, and payment card options. It allows you to create categories of your products for financial tracking. So you sell t-shirts and sweatshirts, you sell clothing. Do you sell snacks? Do you sell sundries like sunscreen, sunblock? So it's easy for you to have categories of products for financial tracking so that you know exactly where's the money coming from relative to things being sold at the snack bar or front desk. It's easy to add, update, and delete products. And of course, it can run on any web-connected device like a Chromebook or a laptop or even a tablet. What MemberSplash point of sale is not, first of all, it's not available on the basics plan level, so you need to be Essentials or Premium. It doesn't include any hardware, so a lot of people think of a point of sale system as having a cash register and card swiper and all that stuff. We're not selling hardware. This is simply the software interface that works at your snack bar or at your front desk. It does not include things like a cash drawer or card swiper. If you choose to accept credit cards, that does require a separate arrangement. MemberSplash doesn't provide a card swiping capability for you to use. However, if you already have an arrangement with Square or Stripe or Clover of one of those, certainly you can accept credit card payments at your snack bar. One other item of note, and we've had this request many, many times, and I will admit that this is something that's important to the development team, but the point of sale system does not support a prepaid snack purchase amount or purchase limits. So make sure not to send your 13-year-old son to the snack bar without keeping a close eye on him. Okay, let's get into the live demo part of the discussion. So you can see that I'm already logged into the system as an administrator. Let's go first to setting up products within the point of sale system. So first we go to the product area, and you'll notice products, these are your standard membership products. And then underneath this line are your point of sale products. But let's start with item categories. This is where you as a club decide how you want to categorize the revenue that's coming in from your point of sale purchases. At my club, I sell a few t-shirts, a few sweatshirts, a few ball caps, so I have a clothing category. I also sell things like sunblock and sunscreen, so I've got some sundry items as well. And of course, I sell things like chips and bottles of water and cans of Coke, so I also have a food and drink category. But you name the categories that you want to track. Easy to add categories, but this is a really good starting point, and most clubs, this is about as simple as it gets. So let's take a real quick look at what has already been built as items for sale. So I'm clicking under point of sale, items for sale, and you can see my current menu. Water and burgers and pizza and all that sort of stuff, as well as sunscreen. So this is a pretty simple system, but it looks like I'm missing something that we're planning to sell. I now stock a lot of a variety of chips. So let's click on add an item. And one item of note, it's better to keep things simple. So rather than listing Doritos and potato chips and Fritos and pretzels, keep it simple. I'm just going to add a category called chips, and we sell these for $2 a bag. This option/note, this is if there's something specific that you wanted to be able to change about an order. So it doesn't really apply to a bag of chips, but if you did sell burgers, you might want to have the options checked off. This allows the person who's taking the order to make a note saying, no onion, no mustard, that sort of thing. So again, in this case, since it's chips, we don't really need to worry about those options, but we do want to worry about the item category. Again, we want this revenue to flow to the correct place and be able to be tracked in the correct way. So this is clearly a food and drink item. And now I simply click publish. So now we've added chips to our list of items for sale. There is one other area that I need to point out as far as setup goes for the point of sale system. This is where you kind of configure a lot of the different elements of point of sale. So when we go to point of sale, you do kick this whole thing off by clicking on new order. And what you'll see is the settings gear right here. I'm going to click on that and it'll be pretty obvious. So for example, right from the top, what payment options are you going to accept? Bill to account, cash, check, credit. As I mentioned earlier, credit is only going to be an option if you do have something like Square or Stripe and can accept credit cards. A lot of clubs will limit to cash only. Others, big fans of bill to account. I happen to be one of those, but we'll leave all these options checked. The next step, of course, is showing change calculator. A lot of people have trouble calculating change in their head, so this is a real nice way to say, hey, if somebody charges $7.27 worth of merchandise and gives you $10.30, how much change am I going to give them back? So nice to be able to have the change calculator pop up for your snack bar staff. Then the default payment method. You note up here we gave all the different payment options, but which one do you want to appear as the standard option? The others will be available to you at the snack bar as drop-down options, but you want to speed matters up, then maybe you pick the default of what you see the most of. In this case, my club members are very used to billing to account, which is a great way for them to be able to purchase. We also have the ability at your option to allow you to give discounts to your employees. In this case, I have enabled discounts, and I'm going to give my guys and gals a 25% discount. And the last area has to do with receipt printing. Now, quite frankly, most small snack bars don't really print receipts, but you're certainly able to do so. So if you have a receipt printer connected to your laptop or Chromebook, certainly you can enable receipt printing. You can further identify whether or not you want a receipt printed every time there's an order, or you can opt to print only when somebody says, oh, may I have a receipt, please. The other piece of this, of course, is depending on your receipt printer, you enter the width of the receipt tape. Last and not least is the club name that goes on the receipt. So you can simply enter your club name here. I'm going to click Save Changes. And now let's proceed to actually entering an order. So we added chips to the point of sale. Let's go to new order. Now remember for my club again that I am allowing my members to bill to account. So I do need to identify who it is, which account is it that's making the purchase. In this case, let's say it's the Bueller family. I just start typing. So this looks very similar to the front desk check-in. You want to specifically identify who it is. So if it's Ferris Bueller, we simply click on Ferris. And what is he buying? Well, the whole family wants bottled water. 1, 2, 3, 4. Multiple clicks on any one of the boxes increments the number or the quantity over here on the right-hand side. You can reduce the quantity if you click too many times simply by clicking the minus, or you can click the plus if you want to increase quantity there. The whole family is also interested in getting, each of them wants a different kind of chip. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's 4 bags of chips. So here we have our total. Bottled water, 4 20-ounce bottles, 4 bags of chips. For a total of $16, it is being billed to their account. When I click Submit Order, that is now added to the Bueller account. I don't have a receipt printer, so I'm going to skip that. The Bueller account now, again, has had this added to there. So if they were to log into their portal anytime after today, they're going to see a snack bar point of sale charge on their account that's still open. That is until they update their account. We'll go into that just a little bit further, but let's show you the other examples of how point of sale can work. Obviously, not everyone at the club is a member. You will have some folks that are guests, or if you have a swim meet, you'll have quite a few guests potentially. So you can always place guest orders. One thing you'll notice right away is that the default for payment method is cash, right? So no one's going to be able to bill account. You don't have an account at this club, but they can easily make the same kind of purchase, but it's going to be restricted to a cash purchase. The other type of order that can be made is for your employees. Remember, we put in a 25% discount for your employees. So if one of your employees walks up, they're on their break, they want to get a bottle of water, bag of chips, and 1 candy bar, that's a complete meal. What you'll see is the total of $6 minus their employee discount amount, and there's their net. Simply click Submit Order. They gave me a $5 bill. Change due 50 cents. Click Submit. And we're set. Again, your option to print or not print a receipt. And of course, that could be turned off if you don't have a receipt printer at all. So we're going to skip that for right now. Now, the next stage of this, which is very important if you use bill to account. And again, I'm telling you, I'm a big fan of bill to account. It's simple for your families, even if they don't have a penny on them, to be able to make purchases at the pool. It's more convenient for your membership, and it can certainly serve to drive up your club revenue and a certain degree of profitability from the snack shack. So let's go to how is it that you're going to go about collecting. Again, remember that this amount is being added to all the family's accounts when they choose bill to account or run a tab. So if they log into their account, they're going to see the specifics of their point of sale purchase. But there is another piece of this that is important, which is creating bills. What you're seeing here under bills is every family at my club who has an open balance and the open balance amount. Further, you can look at any one of these and say, if you hit the down arrow, we want to find out what this account is actually paid for. All that detail is here. So in this case, on the Appleton account, his stepson Daniel Hootmacher made a purchase of 2 ice cream bars, 2 French fries, and 2 bottles of water. You know the specific order number, the date of the order, the total of the order. So there's never any question about what was purchased and when and by whom. That's one of the advantages. You don't get many people who say, hey, I didn't make that purchase. So in this case, I want all of these families to receive a notification or a bill. I can click Select All. When I click Send Bills, everyone on this list is going to receive an email reminding them that they have an open balance at the club and to please log in to their portal account and get their account current. All right, that's pretty much for the summary of the point of sale system. Again, as I said, very straightforward with a lot of potential benefits to your club. Thanks again for your time and attention. We look forward to seeing you next time.